Hey guys, long time no see. I somehow ended up on a like 2-ish week hiatus. It was sort of a bunch of things that just sort of culminated together, and I do apologize for my absence on my channel. Things just weren't working out for me, but I'm better now. I'm feeling really good and I'm ready to catch up on all of my projects and all of my usual videos. So let's just jump on in. It is morning time. I have my coffee here. And today we are filming the finale to the Serial Killing 13 by Halloween, so this is definitely like a week and a half late, and I do apologize for that, but let me just show you how well I've done. I don't even have like an exact number of how many I finished, but we're just going to go through this item by item. The first 3 things that I'm going to show you are in my Lorac Pro palette. As you may know, 3 of these shades are in this project. So as of my last update, I had hit my goal of hitting pan on 2 out of the 3. Unfortunately, I did not hit pan on the 3rd shadow, but let's just show you what that looks like. So one of them was Espresso, and I am wearing it in my brows along with Sable on the inner portion of the brow. So I do have a nice sizable pan there on that shadow. And then the other 2 that I was working on was Nude and White. And Nude has a really nice dip on it as well. White, I have been using it every day as a brow bone highlight. I'm mixing with cream as my brow bone, but when I do my brow bone, I use a big fluffy brush, and so I didn't get a good dip on it. It was sort of like evenly wearing across the pan, which is fine. I'm not in a huge hurry to use up the white shade. I want to continue using it and enjoying it for my eye looks with this palette. I will be doing a pan that palette with this next year, so I am happy that I hit pan on Nude and on Espresso. So that's the Lorac Pro palette. So that's 2 goals that were met in this project. The next things I have here are a couple of masks. I finished off the Superdrug Tropical Cocktail Peel Off Mask. I got 3 uses out of this. I really liked it for like skin-tertainment pretty much. I don't think that it did much for my skin like positively or negatively, but it was just fun to use. So I liked that. Then I also used the Faith in Face After Shower Look Hydrogel Mask. Honestly, I don't remember how this was, so I will link to my review on Instagram if you're curious, but I did finish it up. And I also used up the Dermactin TS Skin Firming Facial Sheet Mask. I remember I did not like this one, but it is gone, and so now we are at 5 items finished off for the project. Then I had this in here. This is the Derek Lam Tim Crosby Drunk on Youth Eau de Parfum. This was a larger than average perfume sample, but I did use it up. It was really nice. It was fresh and like florally. I really liked it. It didn't last well on the skin though, so I wouldn't like seek it out, but if I got samples of it, I would use it again. And then I finished off the Maybelline Color Elixir in a Blush Essence. I even took out the stopper. I found out that this is opaque. It's opaque like the color in the tube, but it's not see-through. But it is completely cleaned out. I even took like a Q-tip to it to get my last couple of applications, and I finished that off, and it was a really nice gel-based formula. If you're not cruelty-free, I think that this is a nice line. I have no idea if they still make them, but I did enjoy this while I used it up. So what is that? 7 items that I finished up. Next I have the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination in the shade Fair. When I showed this in my last update, I had a little bit of pan that was showing 2 of the rings, just a little bit, just a little patch, and I said my first goal was going to be to expose the entire middle ring, and then if I did that before the end of the project, I would go ahead and try and expand it to the 2nd ring. I did hit my first goal. Hopefully you can see that pretty well, but I did expose the entire center ring, and then I do have a good portion of the 2nd ring exposed, but I didn't hit that stretch goal. But I did really enjoy using this. I'm continuing to use it even now after the project is finished. So I did reach goal on 8 items in this project. This one, the next one here, is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. So here were my markings. So I didn't finish this off by the end date. However, I am filming this on the 11th of November and I have since finished it off. So I'm not counting it as a product finished in the project, but I did end up finishing it off shortly after the project ended. And we have the Rimmel Scandaleyes Kohl eyeliner. I forget what the exact name is, but it's in the shade brown. I did not reach my goal by finishing it up. So in my update, I had said I didn't think that I was going to be able to finish it off by the end date, which I didn't. However, I did say if I had just gotten past the British flag on like the on the pencil, I would be happy with that. So I did actually get past the British flag that was on the pencil. However, I didn't finish the product up. But as of this morning, I actually did finish off the pencil. I know that was a lot of lead up to just to show you that I did end up finishing the pencil. So I don't know if I would count this as like meeting my goal, because my original goal was to finish it up and then I amended my goal to get past a certain point in the pencil. So you let me know, whatever. The next thing I have here is the Urban Decay Afterglow highlight in Sin. My goal was to hit pan. I did not even get close. It's this pan here. I do have a tiny little bit of an indentation, but I just wasn't reaching for this. I was reaching for the Lorac Pro palette, and I would just forget about this when I was getting ready in the morning because I don't have a lot of time to get ready. So I just kept forgetting about it, but I do have a little bit of an indent in it, and maybe I can put this in a project pan next year. This was really disappointing. The Big Sexy Hair Powder Play Volumizing and Texturizing Powder. I didn't touch this one bit, so I will be decluttering this. You will see it in my, I guess, November empties or something like that. I don't know, I just didn't use it at all. Then we have the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Pomegranate Punk. My goal was to finish it up. I did not get there, however, there's not much left, and I'm really gunning to finish this off by the end of November. I've just been using this for far too long, and it's getting on my nerves, and I'm ready to say goodbye. And then my last product was the Dior Poison Girl perfume, and I barely used this. It's just below, like, the top, because it's just very much a wintry scent, and I didn't like the way that it mixed with my body chemistry in warmer weather. It's finally cooling off here. It's like in the 40s, but mostly through October it was like in the 60s and 70s, so I just wasn't reaching for this because it just wasn't seasonally appropriate. I thought it was going to get colder than it did, and so I'm going to try and work on this in the winter time. But yeah, that is everything for this project pan. Not the most successful, but not the worst by far. I will make sure to have everybody listed and linked down below that was participating in this, even though it is kind of late to the game. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more coming from me very, very soon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.